Um, Sorry for the lack of intro. I couldn't find it in here. I don't know if they moved it or if I didn't see it, but I decided that I would start this early because my mom's supposed to get home within hours, like sooner. I really thought she'd be gone for 9 hours. Oh well. Anyway, as everyone knows, let's see. How do I start this? Um, Hang on, let me make a post here. I know it's a bit early to start this, but I have to do it because my mom plans on getting home soon, so I just want to get this out of the way. Because I have a lot of uncolory stuff to say about Vyond. So as everyone knows, I'm pretty sure people are just getting here. I was gonna say now, Vyond has a serious problem. Like, more serious than anyone realizes. Not only serious for us, but also serious for them. Um, if you saw in the live chat there, you saw what I said. Oh, but I said all that in frustration. And yeah, admittedly, I am frustrated with their updates. Well, so-called updates. Those aren't really updates anymore. Those are really just passive-aggressive marks. And let me make a community post on this. Hold on. Hang on. Yeah, it was meant to be scheduled for 3:30, but then I was told my mom would be home soon, so I want to get this out of the way. Oh my lord, like you just wait for people to get here. At least enough people to get here. Just so we can talk this through. So, I'm just gonna run it down in a quick description. So, as everyone knows, Vyond has had their updates. Hang on, Vyond's had their so-called updates. Okay. I'm just waiting for people to get here. I can only guess half of these people are either at work or school. I don't know. If you were at school or work, if the stream started, I'll run it down for you. You pretty much watch it after, this is over. I'm only gonna be live for, I don't know, 30 minutes? 30 to 40 minutes, I don't know. Probably almost an hour, I'm not sure. Depends on how much I have to say. Okay, so, I'll just continue to do this. So, I'll just get this out of the way now. As everyone knows recently, well, pretty much recently, or freshly, what should I say? Vyond's made some quote-unquote updates. Well, let's be honest, people, they're not really updates at this point. They're clearly just power tripping, and they're clearly power tripping and being passive-aggressive. That's all they're being. This isn't real updates. Like, they claim they're updates that really they're not. Because this is actually abnormal. Those types of updates are actually pretty abnormal, from what I discovered. And honestly, it makes me sick how they want to update this type of thing. Like, the fact they prohibited you from doing so every little thing, that's not normal. I'm just gonna say it now. Them limiting every little thing is abnormal, actually. And you wanna know why it's abnormal? First of all, like, I could understand their updates. An actual update for the website would either be like new character features, or new themes, or well, not exactly themes, but backgrounds, more content packs, or any thumbnails, or template. Is that what it's called? Template? But yeah, templates or more video features, stuff like that. That's what a real update is. But these, the ones they prevented recently, the ones they like presented to us recently, those aren't real updates. No, in fact, they're like, it's like they came up with it out of the blue. Like, those aren't really real updates. This has not only impacted free trialers, but it also has impacted paid users as well. That's the fact it's this horrible to affect a subscriber. Like, the fact it's like causing harm to paid subscribers, yeah, that's bad. That's actually bad. But also free trialers. Yeah, you know when the update's bad when even paid YouTubers complain about it. You know the issue's bad when even paid Vyonders complain about it. Yeah. Hey, this is Blondie. Or maybe Jace, sorry. Sorry. You just okay. Here's what he says. The video time limit thing is set to 15 minutes on your subscribe? Wait, are you talking about your plan? Oh, what the hell? It probably is his plan. The latest one, not so much at the moment. Okay, like I said, the updates they presented, those are actually abnormal. The reason I know that is because, seriously, people, what kind of updates are these? They're nothing but passive aggressive, and it's kind of like bullying free trialers and paid users. It's nothing but bullying at that point. And he says, so you guys can see it, or I got the thing on here. Yeah, latest one, not so much at the moment. Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes is reasonable. It is understandable with like 10 video files. I'm just gonna add something to his comment. Let me just add in and say that 10 video files are more reasonable. I would be happy if it were like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. But the updates they presented, like only 3 video files and only 3 minutes of video, yeah, that's abnormal. It's also abnormal for a free trialer because here's the thing of a free trial that isn't usually discussed. The point of a free trial is to, like, see what you can do for animation. Like, the point of a free trial is to get to explore all the video tools you could use and the stuff you can do. Like limiting every little thing isn't really point of a free trial. It just makes it worthless. I am seriously trying not to let my anger go off the wall. And I can see why people would be pretty angry at this update. The fact that even paid users who use Vyond are getting mad about it, then yeah, you know it's a problem. Like, it's not just free trialers complaining about this, but it's also paid users who are complaining about this update. And I can see why. And because it's abnormal. It's abnormal to make an update like this on a website. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, limiting every little thing. Yeah, that's really going to run your business down to the ground. It really will. Hell, my mom knows a guy that did that. He limited every little thing. He limited every little thing you could think of, and sure enough, he went out of business. So yeah. Now you're probably wondering, what can we do to get Vyond to stop doing this? Well, the answer's simple. Speak up about it. Yeah, I know I sound blasé, but really, we speak up enough, and if enough people tell them how bad of an idea this is, both free trialers and paid users, then they have to listen, right? Like, especially if it's like a customer. Like back then they cared about their customers, and now I don't know if they hired a new CEO or something like that. It just feels like they hired a new CEO to do this type of thing. It just feels like it. Because they weren't like this back then. They could still redeem their quality if they actually listen. But no, they're going to ignore the problem. If enough people speak up and express how bad of an idea they're doing this and how their website's going to go downhill, then yeah, hopefully one day they'll listen. Like, if enough people could, like, speak up and actually make reviews, like, I don't mean harassing them, okay? I don't mean harassing them. I mean professionally telling them, like, actually telling them what the bad idea is. Like, part of a free trial is that you should be able to do, like, make videos and test it out. Not limit every little thing, like, down to 3 minutes or stuff like that. Like, just limiting crap? Nah. That's the limiting crap is not a good trend to follow. Like, if they're gonna limit every little thing, like, if they're gonna limit every single little thing and making people pay more money for it, nah, that's really gonna run your business to the ground. Everything was fine before with Vyond, with the unlimited video maker and actually testing out the full features. But now, man, their business is so going to the ground. I'm sorry, but Vyond is probably gonna go out of business in 2025 if they keep this up. I know it's heartbreaking to hear. And I know it's heartbreaking to hear, but we can change that. Us users can change that. Like, they can't just ignore us forever. Like, they're gonna have to listen. Like, they run a business. Heck, they can't really blame anyone else for them going out of business. Because they're the ones who made the unnecessary changes. And you know what's sad about this? There are people who've grown up with this website that are now shocked by how cheap they are. And how, like, passive aggressive they are now. Like, let me just say it now. I have been, like, I'll just say it. I'm just gonna admit this. I have been on the website for more than 3 years. I have been on there for 14 years at this point. And I know what a good website can be. This is coming from a 14-year animator. Like, seriously, like, if you're gonna make making these unnecessary changes to the website is only gonna run them out of business. I can show examples of not only, okay, let me rephrase that. So, I'm sure you guys saw this community post from G4P TV. Effectively, he, like, canceled his show because of Vyond's unnecessary updates. Like, not only this is destroying careers of animators, but it's also destroying, like, other people's potential who are not in the community. Like, imagine being a young kid. Like, imagine being a young, I don't know, preteen, like I was. Imagine being a young preteen and they bullied you for wanting to have a career. That's what Vyond's doing. They're literally, like, limiting every little thing and being passive aggressive to the point of, like, this. Like, look what it's become. I have not. I have not, but I have thought about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have thought about it. I have not. I have thought about it, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it'll do much, but I could give it a try. I could give it a try sometime, but not right now. I don't want to end up yelling at the worker. Like, seriously, that's how enraged the update is. Now, I will admit, I have been dealing with, like, high stress levels. And I have a feeling this is the result. Like, back when the 3-minute limit was, like, set, like, I mean, yeah, it was frustrating, but sure. But since they, like, disabled, like, the 720p thing, or can we just call it 720 download to make it easier? Since they disabled the 720 download, yeah, it's really been tough. Like, it's not only tough for free trialers, it's also paid users. Like, the fact that paid users who use the website are actually complaining, that does make it a problem. Like, it's a big problem when paid users are going to complain over it. And I'll read this post here from GP. Wait, no, not GP. G4P TV. He said, Vyond has decided to restrict users from downloading videos to 720, which has really made me frustrated. So I decided to announce those changes. And of course, he explains, if you guys are subscribed to G4P TV, you know what he said here. Like, I could just see him holding back tears with typing this. And yeah, it's understandable to be upset. Like, I could see people in tears. I could see people being mad about this. Especially if they really valued the animation. Especially if they valued their work. Like, I can see why they're being upset. Alright, let me see what Jay says. Oh, okay, don't lose it. Don't lose it. You're on a stream. I'm sorry, I'm really trying here. I'm still able to download videos, but that's because I got it. Yeah, see? Yeah, he's able to because he has one. I feel like the same should be for free trialers too. Like, the fact they're making the free trial is worthless. Like, it's a problem when paid users like this guy are complaining. Hell, I know some other paid Vyonders who are complaining about this. But yeah, the fact they're not allowing like downloads is insane. Like, everyone should be able to download. Everybody, with a subscription or not, they should be able to. Like, I get the subscription. Okay, the subscription is not really a bad idea for Vyond. It really isn't. In fact, they always had subscription. Like, did they? I think so. Like, they opened like what, 2007? Yeah, 2007. Yeah, Vyond was around since, well, not Vyond technically. Going has been around since 2007. And I can see why they would have like a subscription. Keep in mind, a subscription isn't really a bad thing. Like, I can see Vyond asking for a subscription to access their really full potential. But the fact they're limiting free trialers to every little thing to a penny, yeah, that's really going to cause them to go out of business. Like, it's going to make people not want to animate on there anymore. And the fact they're turning to, like, competitors. Like, are you trying to drive your customers away? Like, Vyond? Here's the thing they're doing. They're like, I even, like, know somebody who told Vyond how bad of an idea they're doing. Like, how bad of an idea this is. And, of course, and they said they listened to us, yet look what they did. It's like they're doing is a retaliation. Well, if we speak up and say how much of a bad idea this is to them, And if enough people could actually tell them that, then yeah, it should change. Because hell, nobody wants raging customers at their door. Believe me, I read so many stories of like businesses like having raging customers because of the unnecessary updates or unnecessary changes and the don't fix what's not broken stories. Yeah, I read so many stories to know that nobody wants raging customers outside their front doors. And I bet Vyond doesn't want that either. Like, I bet you, if enough people, like, complain to them and actually, like, explain how terrible an idea this is and how terrible the updates are and why they're a bad idea, then yeah. If enough people actually, like, rage at the front doors, I don't mean, like, scream at them. Like, I mean, tell them, tell them in a firm way how bad of an idea this is, then, yeah, something should change. Like, come on. No, like, come on. As, come on. As someone, like, if someone is as big of a business they are, they really don't want raging people coming to the front door. I'm surprised they still have 5 stars. The fact they still have 5 stars is surprising. Like, I can understand back then when they didn't make the changes, but this, come on now, people. Like, even with a subscription, people are limited. Like, Geistaware, like, the fucking. Like, people are just. Like, companies are just treating animes badly nowadays. Because they'll think, because they either don't. I mean, I don't know. But like I said, if people actually tell them how bad of an idea this is and how bad the updates are and the potential consequences, like, yeah, something should change from that. Like, yeah, it's like many people want to see people go, like, many people want to see Vyond go out of business because of updates. But really, like, they should listen. Like, hell, Vyond was doing well until they made these updates. Man, if only they knew what they had. Like, that's the sad part. Like, that's really the sad thing. Like, they had their golden goose. Yes, I'm gonna mention golden goose here. I don't know another word for this. Golden letter V? I don't know. Golden goose. They had their golden goose until they made these updates. And now that the golden goose is gone, they're starting to go out of business. And I bet you by 2025, later in the year, they're gonna go out of business. Because no one's gonna want to pay for the little shit. Like, no one's gonna pay for every little thing. And that's reasonable. Like, come on, people. Like, we have to speak up to them. Yeah, sure, they'd be ignoring us, but they're gonna have to listen. Like, what is this even doing? What are these updates essentially doing? They're not making the website better, they're making it shittier. Like, it just feels like they got a new CEO or something like that. And Vyond, if you're listening to this, if you're the CEO, can't you see what you're doing? Like, can't you see what you're doing to the website, Vyond? Like, look what you're doing. You really think everything's fine, but really there aren't. And we know you're burying your head in the sand. We know you're burying your head in the sand, Vyond. Like, seriously, stop pretending everything's fine. At some point, you just have to admit you screwed up and actually fix something. Like, you actually, like, open your eyes. If Vyond actually opens their eyes and sees the damage they've done and fixes it, yeah, their redemption will be redeemed. But if they don't, man, I really don't know how to break it to you. Like, there is a way for them to redeem this. It's so fucking easy. Like, it's so easy. Seriously, it's so easy. All they have to do is go back to the way things were, and then they're gonna be fine. Like, everything will be just fine if they went back to the way it was. That's all they have to do. But no, they won't do that because they're either cheap or want to harass young animators. That's all they want to do. Or either because they want to be passive aggressive. I don't know, probably because of a new CEO. I'm not sure. This has to be the work of a new CEO. This has to be. Because I can like share a story that I know about a CEO coming in and changing everything that's not broken. Man, my mom had a CEO that did that. Oh man, business business went out of fucking business. My mom knows a CEO that actually made unnecessary changes or was harassing customers, and sure enough, they went out of business. Like, but yeah, phone number thing really isn't a bad idea. I can give that a try. I mean, I won't do it on here, but I could try to like do it in spare time. Actually explain the problem. So I do tend to, I don't know if anyone's noticed, I do tend to like babble words. I don't know, it's just ADHD doing its thing. Like, let me explain something about Animator. As someone who's been on the website for 14 years and actually seen the golden lights of Vyond, like, yeah, they had their golden goose. They really did have their golden goose. Yeah, they made like changes. They made upsetting changes that people know, such as getting rid of the old themes, which are now on Flash themes. Speaking of Flash themes, I couldn't even get that thing to work. I just I couldn't get it to work. Um, yeah. Speaking of like Flash themes, can we just call the old themes that because they're Flash because they require Flash to run. You know, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Um, And like people have like expressed the upsetting like features of Vyond, such as them removing Oddcast and the old themes, which are reasonable. Yeah, that is a reason to get upset. I can see why they'd be upset by these features, because people grew up with the old themes, like I did. And I also grew up with Oddcast. And so yeah, that is pretty disappointing. And of course, and we really thought we wouldn't see the worst of them. Like, all of us thought we wouldn't see the worst of them. But of course, they made this shitty update. Like, I can show you just how bad this is. Um, there isn't nothing here that I need to hide. Okay. Alright. Let me figure out a way. Where is the button? Ugh! Where is the screen share button? Hang on. I could just show how bad this shit is. Let me upload a. Let me get a few. Let me get a few things up here. Let's see. There is one YouTuber that I know who quit. I'm trying to figure who they are. People are canceling their shows because of this. And I don't blame them. Like, don't cancel the show. It's like, seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if paid users quit too. Because that's how upsetting the update is. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if paid users left the website. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. Um, But yeah, it's to those who are affected by this update, I am so sorry. Believe me, I'm still affected it myself. Hell, every free trialer and paid user has been dealing with this update. You know the update's a problem when paid users are complaining over it. Like, if your customers are complaining, fix something. Like, this is literally the most unnecessary quote unquote update they ever made. Seriously, these updates are abnormal. And clearly they're the works of a horrible CEO. Like, Vyond was fine the way it was before. Like, is it really worth, tell me this. Like, be honest with... I'm gonna ask y'all a question here. I want y'all to be honest with me. If you guys are the owner of Vyond, or any company, or any animation company for that matter, would you limit every single little thing possible and make the free trial thing worthless, even for paid users? Like, would you? I don't think anybody in their right mind would. Like, no, like, any good business person would know that the website was fine the way it is. But no. Apparently we have to have an ego CEO come in and fucking change everything. Like, it's really not fair to us. It ain't fair for the paid users either. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if those paid users quit. Like, I bet you in a few days the paid users gonna leave Vyond because of their abhorrent update. And I wouldn't blame them. And personally, I would not blame them. Hey, Mimi. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, it's just giving my thoughts here. Meanwhile, trying not to lose it. It's hard. Alright. But yeah, like I said, like, the fact that paid users are complaining about this update, which is reasonable. Like, I don't think anybody in their right mind as a businessman would make these little updates. Or, I'm sorry, not updates. Passive-aggressive ones. Like, come on, people. These aren't updates at this point. They're passive-aggressive marks, and they're, like, belittling. Like, they're abnormal updates. They're not normal updates you put on a website. These aren't normal. They're really not. But if we speak up to Vyond about how bad of an idea this is and how abnormal their updates are and how bad it's making everything and the consequences, sure, something might change from that. They can't keep hiding from this. They really can't keep hiding. Like, they can't keep hiding from these, like, problems forever. They really can't. Like, they can bury their head in the sand as much as they want, but they're gonna have to face it one day. Especially when paid users quit. Like, I feel like this is the works of a nasty CEO there. Because Vyond was fine the way it was before. So what happened? Like, what even caused these updates? Like, what even caused these abnormal updates to take place? They're really abnormal. Like, these aren't normal website updates. It's clearly targeting. Here. Mm-hmm. Shit, I forgot I was there. Alright. Alright, yeah, like I said, Yeah, like I said, abnormal updates. The fact they limited to 3 video files. Nah, that's fucking abhorrent. Ah, shit. Okay. Where's the live stream? Oh, here it is. Okay. Someone did suggest this. I had thought about it, though. Yeah, back in my mind, I've thought of it. I know, honey. I know. I know my little doll face, or I mean, I know. Mwah. Hang on, let me take a deep breath for a minute. Hang on, hang on. Okay, hang on, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Seriously, the video really needs to change their freaking website if they want to keep it up. Like, Vyond was fine the way it was before. Yet, look what they did. They literally killed the golden goose. Like, what kind of website's gonna make these, like, abnormal changes to it? It is completely abnormal. Like, these aren't real updates. Like, come on, this isn't a real website update. Like, their normal updates would consist of... Their normal updates would consist of new character features, new voices, and new templates, more content packs, let's see, or a new video feature. I don't know. Let's see, another normal update would be more scenes. More scenes for a normal update. New character models. I know it's small, but it's true. There'd be more props. That's a normal update. But these updates, nah, these are extremely abnormal. Like, the fact they're coming out with these limited trend updates, yeah, that's abnormal, even for a free trial or paid user. Like, they're extremely abnormal. Like, extremely abnormal, in fact. Like, I really don't see why they're doing this. What is with my... Oh, the thing was acting up. Okay. Let's see. Anything to add here? Like, the fact they're, like, being this aggressive. Look, we could speak up and tell them otherwise. Like, nothing's stopping from us speaking up about them. Like, we could just contact them, tell them how bad of an idea this is and the consequences, and what it's actually doing. Yeah, that should be enough to get them to stop. Like, if enough people do so. And trust me, it's like, trust me, when a company makes bad decisions like this, yeah, it's enough to have customers raging at the front door. Even paid customers, for that matter. Hell, my mom knows a guy who did that. And man, a lot of raging customers destroyed the damn store. Like, that's how bad it was. So yeah, they're gonna make these little changes to a website. Yeah, and making your customers angry is not a good thing. Like it never is. If it's a reasonable update, sure. Like, if it's a reasonable update, sure. Like reasonable updates would be like, you know, like reasonable updates would be, um, like I already said them, but yes, Mimi, it did. Oh man, that. Oh, and you want to know the dark side about that? That guy is still homeless years later. He went out of business 20 years ago. And he's still homeless. Hell, not even his fucking family would take him in. Ah. And before you ask what business this is, I don't remember. Like, my mom didn't tell me. It was 20 years ago, so. But yeah, if you're gonna make little changes to a business, yeah, expect angry customers. If they're gonna make like an unnecessary update, then yeah, you deserve to get raging customers. Like they're gonna make everything so limited to the point where it's worthless. If they're gonna make a website where it like has limited everything until it's worthless, then yeah, you deserve to get angry customers in front of your door. Like there is no reason for these updates. Like these updates, here I'll show you. If I can find the turn on feature. Where is it? Okay, no. Hang on. There we go. Present. Okay. Uh. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. Close that. Close that. Close that. Everything. Let's see. Hang on. Let me do some things before sharing this. I gotta. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully I don't make people angry doing this. I already know everyone's upset about the update. God, hopefully it'll trigger somebody's stroke. Yes, I got that. How does the screen do that? It's like a mirror. Anyway, here we are. Alright, so here's the funny thing about this. Here's the enraging part about this that people are angry about. They're angry at this. Like, come on. Does that look like a normal update to you? Like, you may think it's normal at first until you realize, wait, this is a free trial. Like, what kind of update is this? Like, this is abnormal for a website, especially them. And also, when you go to a new video file after 3 of them, look what pops up. This. 3 fucking video files. Like, look at this. Okay, calm down. It's okay. Okay. Like, look at this. Like, even if I do cancel this, I still have to pay them. The only way I can avoid paying this is if I cancel them in advance. Like, seriously. What's the point of a free trial if you're gonna do this? Like, why do you make little changes like this? Like, what's the point? Like, it just makes it worthless at that point. Like, literally, they're insulting us. Like, seriously. Like, if they just went back to the way they were, there wouldn't be such problems. Okay. Let me calm down. I really wish I could get StreamYard text messages just so I could fucking see. Let me do the live chat here. Like, this is so infuriating. Like, this is so goddamn infuriating. Like, what is this? Like, what is this? Ugh. Okay, I probably said that 3 times now. Ugh, my lord. Wait, why is I think it's unstable? Fuck. Okay, let me stop that for a minute. Saying the connection's unstable. I'm just gonna say it one more time. Alright. And like I said, this is the most unnecessary update. And Vyond's got a huge problem. Like, they're gonna go out of business because of this shit. Wouldn't be surprised if they did. And I wouldn't be surprised if paid users actually got left too. Like, I would not be surprised. Like, what kind of update is this? It's abnormal, that's what it is. Like, no website is gonna randomly update like this and not expect angry customers. Like, nah, you gotta be a doofus in order to do that. And clearly, someone in the Vyond team's a doofus. I bet your CEO's a fucking doofus. Like, come on. Okay. But yeah, that's all I got to add. Anything else got anything to add about their update that I haven't mentioned yet? Like, I already got the download issue out of the way, and the 3-minute issue, and the update issue. Like I said, they were flawless back then before they made these unnecessary updates. Like, anything else got anything to add? We also got a paid subscription POV here. Not only is it affecting free trialers, but also paid users. You know it's a problem when it affects paid users and they're like mad about it. To some degree. Hold on a minute. Sorry, the phone was ringing. I know what the number to get doxxed. Alright. Oh my god, I can't believe they did this. Yeah, that's all I got to add about the updates. Yeah, like I said, if we want this to change, we have to speak up about it. We have to tell them so. Like, we have to tell them so how bad these updates are and the consequences if they continue. Like, please share this stream around and actually do something. Like, Vyond can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep ignoring the problem and being stubborn about it. They're gonna have to admit one day that they fucked up. Look, there's a time and a place when you're a business owner and you realize, oh shit, I just fucked up my business. Like, come on. They can't keep hiding. They can't keep ignoring this. On one day, they eventually got to admit they fucked up. And like I said, they weren't like this before. They weren't this stubborn before. They weren't like this unnecessary. Yeah, show this around and actually do something. Yeah, if you're wondering, yes, I already did speak up to them. And they yeah, they ignored me. Now other people would like try to other people are still trying to speak up to them too. And it's a good thing they do. Let's see what else I can add here. Um anyways, to those who are watching, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next stream. Oh, and one more thing. I do plan on posting a community post later today. It's about another Vyond character that I have. You'll see who it is later. Although I'm sure y'all can guess. Judging from the last post I made. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! I'll see y'all in the next stream. Bye! Alright, hang on. Where's the button? Wait, hold on. Hit the button. Ah, sorry.